it's Jamie from Play to Learn Preschool. I am usually on a couple of hours earlier than this in the afternoons, but Gemma's got a cold, so she left early and it just got a little crazy. I didn't want to miss the video though, because I know that I have something to share that you all have been asking for, and we have a couple of other things lined up this week. Hey Susie! So I really wanted to get on and share it with you. Now, at the beginning of the school year, we did quite a series of videos on fun ways to use chip clips to teach math concepts, of computation, to do some rhyming, and to get the fine motor practice in there at the same time. And so what I have for you today are the two other chip clip poems that we've been waiting on sort of for the right season. So these two chip clip poems I'm going to classify as winter chip clip poems, and they are both from Dollar General. Dollar General sells seasonal chip clips. These are little snowmen. They're also magnetic, so you could use them that way. And in the same section of Dollar General with these snowman chip clips, they also sell little trees. I'm calling them Christmas trees or whatever, holiday trees. And we had them like in September, but I wanted to wait so that we could do it seasonally. Do you guys have these? Do you have the snowmen or the Christmas tree chip clips? If not, I left a link in the video description for some do-it-yourself hacks to make your own chip clips. So if you don't have the snowmen or the Christmas trees, click on that link and we have some different ideas for you. Especially now at Christmas time or in December, the craft stores have tons of little foam pieces and buttons and doodads. So I know if you can't find these exact clips that you'll be able to make something that will work just as well. So the two that I'm going to share with you today are the 5 smiling snowmen and the 5 tall trees. We like to do groups of 5 with our preschoolers because it's the first sort of set of numbers that we want them to be able to learn. We want them to be able to count up to 5 and back down to 0. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. We want them to be able to make groups of 5, like 1, 1 swam away and 4 are left, 3 and 2, etc., etc. So no chip clips, Caroline, I know, but hopefully you can make do with some other Christmas crafting items. You can make your own chip clips with clothespins, I hope. So, okay, so the one that I'm going to do first is the 5 smiling snowmen, and they come 3 to a pack. So this is $1.67 worth of chip clips. And what I did was use adhesive foam. So they sell at the craft store, I think they're 6 by 9 inch pieces of craft foam that have a sticker backing. You peel it off and then they stick to anything. I use that stuff for everything because I like to give it that texture and make it a little bit more sturdy when I'm doing things. So Alicia, I'll tell you in a minute as soon as we log off. So I used 2 pieces of that white adhesive craft foam and I stuck it to a piece of cardboard from an Amazon Prime box that I've had at my front door every day this week trying to get my shopping done. Hi Jenny, hi you guys. And I decorated it with some snowflake stickers, but you don't have to. It's supposed to look like a snowy hill. Here goes. And the poem I typed up, and there's a free printable in the video description, so be sure to download it and print your own. So it goes like this. 5 smiling snowmen standing in a row. Each has a hat and a carrot nose. The sun came, oh, it'd be good to have that on a stick. The sun came out and shone all day, and one smiling snowman melted away. Now there's 4 smiling snowmen standing in a row. Each has a hat and a carrot nose. The sun came out and shone all day, and one smiling snowman melted away. Now let's count how many snowmen are on our hill. 1, 2, 3 snowmen on the hill. How many snowmen melted away? And so they're doing subtraction, right? We're teaching these early math concepts to our preschoolers in this really developmentally appropriate way. Yes, 2 melted. 3 smiling snowmen standing in a row. Each has a hat and a carrot nose. The sun came out and shone all day, and one smiling snowman melted away. Now how many are left on the hill? Oh, there are 2. And how many snowmen melted? 3. Yes. And so when it's at the end, we would say, no smiling snowmen standing in a row. time to go out and roll more snow. You can improvise, make your own little poems, but that one seems to work really well for us. Like I said, if you don't have these, you could do little snowmen cutouts on popsicle sticks or on clothespins. You can make your own and have kids practice counting up to 5 and back down to 0. And like I said, making sets. If there are 4 on the hill, how many melted? 1. So they're working on addition and subtraction, which we call computation, of course, in a very developmentally appropriate, hands-on, age-appropriate way for preschoolers. So that's 5 smiling snowmen. Now, because it's that time of year where I don't have a ton of extra time to be crafty, I'm trying to get my house together and my presents bought and wrapped and my Christmas cards out, etc., 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 as I'm sure you all are. I'm using the same snowy hill for my trees. So the trees can also sit on a snowy hill, not just snowmen. And so I'm going to put my 5 trees on for this next poem. I think, wherever possible, let's not make things complicated. If the trees work for if the snowy hill worked for the trees, then they could also work for the snowman, and vice versa. No need to overthink it. So I've got my trees now on a snowy hill. We're going to call them 5 tall trees. It's a shame that Gemma's not feeling well and had to leave, because I know how much she loves to sing these songs when I write them to a tune. So this one I actually wrote to the tune of 5 little ducks. 5 little ducks went out to play. Gemma actually hates to sing, if you don't know that. She'd be glad she's not here. And so the one that I wrote here, it says, 5 tall trees grow on a hill. They do not move, they just stand still. A family came and cut one down. They drove it back home to the town. In our area, at least, there's a lot of tree farms, and so families on the weekends go and cut down their Christmas tree and then take it home. So it's perfect for my group. If it's not perfect for your group, you could change it. 4 tall trees grow on a hill. They do not move, they just stay still. A family came and cut one down. They drove it back home to the town. So there are how many on the hill? 1, 2, 3. And how many got cut down by the families? 2 got cut down by the families. And so at the end, we go, 3 tall trees stand on the hill. No tall trees grew on the hill. They do not move, they just stood still. The family came to cut one down. They saw no trees and began to frown. Oh no, where will our tree come from? Not a lyrical genius, but it works perfectly for my students. They're familiar with this idea, and they love doing chip clip poems. They ask for one every day when we're going to the bathroom. We take the kids to the bathroom and wash their hands, and when they're done, or while they're waiting for their turn, we just sit and do these little transition activities together, little finger plays and chip clip songs. They're the perfect way to practice and reinforce math concepts, counting, rhyming, and then it gives their fingers and their hands a little bit of a workout too. So if you just joined us, like I said, you can print these chip clip poems. There's a link up in the video description from my Google Drive. And if you want more ideas for chip clip poems, there's also a link in there for a list of some of our favorites. And on my website, there are videos of the other chip clip videos that we've done together. So, all right, 2 more things. First, we do have a pretty good lineup of Facebook Live videos for you. We're going to be talking about process art for Christmas gifts. The one that's hanging above is what we did today, but I have a couple of different ideas for how to make something that your kids can take home to gift to their families for the holidays. You're so welcome. Pam, if you can't find them, just go to the craft store and find some little snowmen. They've probably got felt snowmen or foam, and you can make your own with some clothespins. So don't fret if you can't find these exact ones. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about process art that kids can gift to their families. And we still have to do centers for this week, so I'll show you that one day. And this is the kickoff also for our 12 days of Christmas surprises, I'm calling it. So each day I will post a picture on my Facebook page with a surprise or a giveaway. And all you have to do is comment under that picture with your name or with just any comment, and we will draw winners every day, like 24 hours later. So when I log off, I'm going to go post the giveaway for today, which happens to be a set of winter chip clips. I've been saving those for you guys. So I have some extra Christmas trees and extra snowmen chip clips. I'll post the picture and you just make a comment, and then we'll draw the winner tomorrow and I'll post a new one. We're gonna do that for 12 days. I have 12 days of giveaways for you guys. So I hope that that's a fun way to wrap up your school month if you're still in. I know the people in South Africa said that they're done. Oh, they're on their summer break. How lovely. And if you're not done like me, you've got a couple more weeks, then hopefully it'll be a fun way to to wrap up what could be a crazy month. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you will be back tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to talk about process art projects that kids can gift their parents. And as always, have fun playing and learning with your kids. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.